Hey, we are Vicetone.
And you're watching Guettapen TV.
Salut à tous, c'est Fabian Dori. On est au Summer Sound 2017 et je suis en compagnie de Vicetone. Hi Vicetone, how are you?
Very good. We just came.
How was your set?
It was amazing. This is our first time in Rochefort, but also just in the Bordeaux area, this area of France. So we didn't know what to expect, but the crowd was absolutely amazing. So we feel great. I feel buzzing.
Cool. You did several gigs in France, several shows. For example, in Paris, I remember. How do you think about the French crowd compared to the US crowd or the English crowd?
Well, the crowd in south of France and like France and Spain in general is you really like to party. Like you do when we clap our hands, everybody claps their hands. Everybody knows the songs we play, so it's always an amazing feeling to play here. And we always want to play our songs because that's why the fans come to our shows. You know.
Yeah, I think the way they differ is that they love to party here. They come here, they want to go absolutely mental. I heard this was the third day, so these guys have already partied 2 days in a row and they're still going crazy. I think that tells it all, you know. They love the music and we love them. It's just a pleasure for a DJ to play for a crowd like that.
Of course. In the past 2 years, you changed a bit your style of music. Before it was more progressive house. Now you're releasing more like pop house stuff or future-based stuff. Can you tell us more about this?
I mean, you know, I don't think it's
a bit changed. It's a bit changing.
I think it's slight, you know, like you know, we have songs, and last year we did release songs that are more in the old style, like Siren, you know, even Don't You Run. But
of course, you keep releasing progressive stuff, but
yeah,
you're changing your way.
Right, we want to do some more stuff as well. But I think what our music is all about, and that something that we've had since the beginning, is the energy, the emotion, and the melodies, and that's kind of the most important thing for us. And so, you know, that's what we're gonna keep making. That's kind of what we love to do, and that hasn't, you know, our music is still melodic, still energetic, and I don't see that changing a lot over the next few years.
You know, some progressive fans are really disappointed about the decrease of the progressive house. Do you think this style is over?
I mean, I don't know. Like, it's really hard to predict. I mean, look at how fast the music industry is just changing. And I mean, you know, when we started, having a beatboard, #1 beatboard, was really important. And now it seems like it's less and less important. I mean, it seems that way to us. And Spotify has blown up incredibly. And when we started, Spotify was super small. And now it's super important. So, you know, it's hard to predict how the music industry is going to change. You know, SoundCloud. The way we got big was through SoundCloud. We started uploading remixes and bootlegs and just getting traction on those remixes on SoundCloud. And now, I mean, I'm sure you heard, they're in deep trouble and they might go belly up.
Almost over.
So, and that's kind of weird to think about, because without SoundCloud, we probably wouldn't be here right now. Or at least it wouldn't have been that fast for us, because SoundCloud was really important to us. So, you know, with Beatport and SoundCloud changing and music changing, it all happened so fast. So I can't really predict. I don't know about you.
I mean, we don't really look at genres either. We like to we changed up with Landslide in December last year, which was pop. But now we're releasing a progressive tune again, Collide, because that's what we just love to make, and that's what the fans want to hear, I guess, as well. So we're not really focusing on the changes of the scene or where music should go or like what everybody's listening to. We just like to make what we want to make and then just focus on ourselves. So
cool. Your next single, Collide, is gonna release in 1 week, I think, or 10 days. Can you tell us more about this track?
Yeah, we got the vocal a couple of months ago, and we just instantly started, you know, writing chords and melodies over it. And we just got a new electric guitar as well. So we wanted to test out what we could do with that in the song, and you know, after the drop with the vocal chop, there's this progressive part coming, and we played that with a guitar. So it's a song where we tried new things, and it's also kind of a throwback to our old style. So we're really excited to release it. Yeah.
Cool. As a duo, how do you proceed to start or produce a track? Maybe you begin or begin, or
it all started individually for us, obviously, and it all started with both of us loving dance music for many years before we ever started making any beats or any melody. So that's kind of, you know, if you have a background that you love dance music since you're 11, and him too since he was, you know, 12 or something, then it's so easy to roll into that. It's so natural, because I've listened to dance music for years now, more than a, you know, like a decade and a half almost. So once we started, you know, we both wanted to make it, and we were learning, and we were teaching ourselves how to do it. We were reading manuals, we were practicing our skills, our piano skills, guitar skills, and it started out as a labor of love, and it still is, you know. But now we're just super lucky that we can make a living out of it, and I think about that a lot, and I'm just very grateful that we're, you know, that we can say, hey, we have to make music for a living. It's the best thing ever.
Between you two guys, which is better for DJing and better for producing?
I don't know. I think we each have our strengths that complement each other, and that's the best thing. At least for, you know, for DJing, I think we're both pretty all right. He did make a little mistake today. Yeah. But we'll forget about that.
I mean, we like to change it up, because Ruben is mostly on the microphone. He's hyping up the crowd, and then just I love to jump and like hype the people up.
You better with the mic. You better with the mic.
So that's how we change it up a little bit. And in the studio we have our own you know, points where we're better at. Ruben is a bit better at mixing down the songs. He starts his idea differently than I do. He starts on the piano. I start with my like head and just drawing it in. So it's just complementing each other.
He's incredible with coming up with melodies in his head. You know, I usually start melodies more from the piano, but he, you know, he'll just run. We'll be in the living room and he'll run to the studio because he hears the melody in his head. It's kind of psychotic in a way, but that's how he operates.
Okay, last question, guys. Which artist impressed you the most right now in the electronic scene?
I'm sorry?
Which artist impressed you the most right now in the electronic scene?
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, you don't know? You don't have an artist maybe like you really like,
I mean,
and you're impressed by?
I loved when Kygo, a couple of years ago, started blowing up. I was really happy for him. Yeah. Not only because he's just a really genuinely nice guy, more importantly, just because he's super talented. And that kind of music, just, you know, it's a lot slower than our music, but it's the stuff that we like to listen to. Just very melodic and a lot of counter harmonies. Just you know, nice to listen to. So I think he's a phenomenal artist.
Thank you guys. Hope to see you soon in France.
Same. Bye bye.
C'était Fabian Dori, on était avec les Vicetone et on se revoit bientôt. Ciao ciao.